Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Kyle here, back with the Jets in the last video, which was the first video of this series. We kind of just went through an overview of what the team is looking like, my plans for this series and franchise. We're going to try to win the Cup this first year, so trying to buy and improve our team in positions that we may be lacking. The main downside of this team is definitely second line center, so that's something we will look to address this season by the trade deadline. But yeah, in this video, we're going to get up to the trade deadline and then take a look at where we stand there and what adjustments we may need to make. I did offer contracts to Kyle Connor, which he's just accepted, as well as Cole Perfetti. So I'll take a pause and we can check out what they did sign for. I'm pretty happy with what we did sign them to, as we've now got them locked up long term. So Kyle Connor ended up doing 8 years at 11.925, which will take him till he's 36, but I'm pretty happy with that. Hopefully he keeps his franchise potential and his overall until then, or at least as long as possible. We may not make it the full 8 years, depending on how successful we are, but yeah, happy with that, definitely there. And then Cole Perfetti as well. Super happy with this. 3 years, $4 million. So that takes him till he's 27. So his the rest of his growth years, depending on how he develops, we may need to pay him substantially more than that by the end of this contract. But for now, we've got 4 more years of him in our window here to win. So happy with that also. Okay, so getting back to the simulation, we'll just go month by month here and check in with how we're doing. We should be a good team. We're a good team on paper. We have obviously the star goaltender. We have a couple of elite forwards and a top defenseman. So we should be a top team. I'm not too worried about that, but we'll see if there are any lacking areas in terms of maybe like special teams or goals for, goals against, and whatnot. Take a look at the upcoming draft class quickly. Not really anyone just yet who's been scouted. And as I mentioned in that last video, just kind of letting my scouts do their thing. I'm not going to manually, wow, we are losing a lot of games here, actually. Jibrikov is down. That's AHL. So there's a win, which is good. Another win. But we did lose quite a few games there, 2, 4, 6 in a row. Yikes. So not a great start, 4, 6, and 1. We are 6th in the division currently, but still early in the season. So just 3 points out of a playoff spot right now. Usually the first month I don't take too much stock of. Power play, oh my goodness. That may be the worst power play I've ever seen. Yeah, penalty kill also not great, and goals for also not great. So it's not a great start so far, but we'll get to December 1st, and then we'll really see if we need to make some adjustments. But 3% is like historically bad. Like you couldn't do worse than that if you tried, I don't think. So that's that's interesting. But stringing a couple wins together here, that's 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 6 in a row. There's a loss. Bounce back with a win though. Another win. A loss there. Can we bounce back? Carolina, they're not great. There's a win. Another win against Minnesota. It's AHL. Loss there. Bounce back. Shootout loss and a win. So definitely a better month of December there. We're now up to 5th, 28 points, and we are in a playoff spot here currently. That final wild card, but pretty tight still early in the season. So let's see if we've improved from 3% on the power play. We have, but just slightly. Still pretty bad at 9%. Penalty kill is not great. Defensively, we're very good, but that's to do a lot with Hellebuck. I'm sure he's having a great season so far. But we're not scoring a lot. Penalty kill is not great, and power play is awful. So let's see who is doing what here. Connor, nearly. Yeah, I mean, one guy missing, namely Josh Morrissey, not having a great season. Just one power play point as well. So maybe that's a big detractor there. So let me go in and make some adjustments. I'll start with, I should have done on November 1st. I'll start with some coaching adjustments, and we'll just do that for this first month. And then we will go from there. So I'll be back with that all done in a second. Okay, so I went through and made those coaching adjustments, or tried to. Most guys spot in, which is good. So hopefully that will make us a little bit better, but we'll see as we get into the new year here. We do have a medium franchise player here, Ron Foligno. He's looking pretty good. Yeah, he's looking really good. Sean Couturier, though. Interesting. So he'll be good for someone. Probably not us, though, unless we really fall off. And then everyone else, some low guys here. He's going to go top 10, so nothing really so far in our range. Okay, hopefully we can keep winning. There's a win against Edmonton. Win against Dallas. Win against Boston, 3 in a row. Washington, 4 in a row. Ottawa, 5 in a row. St. Louis, 6 in a row. Colorado, 7 in a row. Utah, 8 in a row. So now we're on a roll here. Things are looking good. Minnesota, we do lose there. Bounce back shutout against Edmonton and Detroit to finish the month. We do lose, but that was a good month for us there. We're up to second in the division, 4 points behind the Avalanche, but we do have a game in hand, so within reach of the division title. And then we're third in the West, so looking good. Hopefully some of our stats have improved here. Power play has improved a little bit. Still bottom in the league. Goals for improved quite a bit that month, which is good. Eric Comrie is playing unbelievably as well. Wow. Penalty kill has improved a tiny bit, about 3% there, 3% for the power play. So we are steadily improving. I think what I'll do, though, is I'll get back in and try and get those last coaching adjustments, and then I'll tinker with the power play a little bit to hopefully try and get it better in the next month. So I'll be back in a sec once I've done that. Okay, so those changes are done. I got most guys to buy in. It's just Nyquist, who else? Pearson, and Pionk, who didn't buy in. I also changed the power play a little. Kind of a dumb mistake on my part. Realized that with best lines, for whatever reason, Kyle Connor was playing on the second unit, so maybe that's why our power play was so bad. Dylan DeMello injured January 17th, so that's about 2 weeks. So we'll just get Hayden Fleury in there. That should be okay. We do lose, though. Edmonton lose. Kings, we win. Devils win. DeMello, yes. Islanders, we lose. Minnesota, win. And DeMello will be back for the next game, so that is good. Hayden Fleury, how'd he do? 2 assists plus 1. Not too shabby. But get DeMello back in there. Perfect. And then hopefully continue off of that big win in Minnesota. We do lose in the shootout there to Toronto. We come back with a win against Chicago. Any updates to the draft here? Still the same guys, not scouted. Yeah, okay, nothing there to eye. Niederreiter injured February 3rd, so that's about another 2 weeks. We've got a couple guys in the press box, so probably be like Anderson Dolan that goes in for him. Joel Hanley, I think he's old. Yeah, he's old. Don't need him. We do win against Florida there. That's good. Detroit, another big win. Up against the Devils. Adam Lowry injured. That's another 2 weeks. We do have one more forward, so we'll get him in there. We win against the Devils again on a streak here. We do lose against Tampa, but Lowry should be back, hopefully against Florida. Niederreiter is available. We'll keep him until he's fully healthy. But this game against Dallas, hopefully both of them should be able to come back in. So, 33, 18, and 3. In February, we are first in the division, tied for second in the West. The Atlantic is tough this year. Good thing we're not in that division. But yeah, things are looking good. We have a 5-point cushion on the Avs. Could be 3 because they do have a game in hand. But yeah, looking good so far. And maybe that Connor change. Yeah, it did. So that was another 3-point increase. So now we're about middle of the pack. For the power play, goals against and goals for, both top 10. Penalty kill is still not great. And wow, Dallas is doing very bad, even though Ottinger is playing great. Comrie falling off a little bit, but he's still playing great. So really just the penalty kill now is the big issue, and we're not far off. Like you see, Dallas is about 3% ahead of us, and they're 10th in the league. So we just need to get to about there. So in this next break, I will try to adjust that to be as efficient as possible. But let's have a look at the top points getters for our team and what they're doing. Scheifele is just outside the top 10, it looks like, in points. Kyle Connor is 10th, tied for 9th actually in goals. So it looks like he's on pace for about 40 goals, which is awesome. Hellebuck not in. So he's got 22 wins. So again, he's just outside. So we'll see how he's doing as well. But yeah, Scheifele well above point per game. Kyle Connor, now that he's on the power play, is getting things done. Point per game for him as well. So these guys both on points or on pace for, looks like, about 90 plus. Scheifele should get 30 goals. Connor hopefully 40 plus. Neil Pionk having a good season. Velarde doing well, on pace for about 70. Nyquist, Perfetti doing well on that second line. Actually, Nyquist is on the no, he is on the second line. My apologies. Josh Morrissey not doing that great. I mean, he's fine. Like, he'll be 40, 50, but we really want him like 60 plus. So is what that is. Adam Lowry, not really a points guy. Ideally, like I said, second line center and move him to third line, and that would be ideal. Taves doing very well actually on the fourth line, and who's minus? This third line are all minuses. So again, if we moved Lowry to the third line, I think that would really help us out. But they're the only guys that are minuses. Anderson Dolan, 2 games -4. Not great for him, but he would have subbed in for Lowry, I guess. Kupari, though, 3 points in 4 games, so nice out of him. And then goaltenders, Hellebuck is playing fantastic, so I don't know why we're losing so much. It must be the special teams, but yeah, great season out of him so far. And Carmie's playing well also. So I will be back shortly here. I'll touch up the penalty kill and try to get those last 3 guys to buy into our coaching scheme, and I'll see you once I've done. Okay, so back here, I've made those changes to the penalty kill, and everybody except for Nyquist. was willing to change their coaching preferences and all that. So we'll get up to the trade deadline here and then take a look at how we're doing and see who's out there. Probably, again, as I mentioned, second line center. If anybody is shipping or shopping one of them, that would be ideal. But that's the only thing, really. I think everyone else is pretty good, aside from like upgrading the third line defensively. I think we are looking pretty solid. So can we get a win up here? No, we lose 2 in a row, but low scoring game, so is what it is. So at the trade deadline here, we are still first in the Central, but we could be passed by the Avs if they win their game in hand. And then overall in the West, we are tied for third. But well clear of a playoff spot, so we should be in good standing there. Let's see if that penalty kill is improved. Not really. So that's something we could work to improve on. I mean, that was only a few games, but yeah, not great. Power play is okay. We are slightly improving, hopefully, but goals for, goals against, pretty solid. And then in terms of points at the deadline here, Kyle Connor, 35-35. Amazing. Scheifele, 25-45. Those are perfect splits for what I'm looking for these guys. Yeah, awesome. Velarde's having a great season as well alongside of them. Neil Pionk having a fantastic season. Morrissey coming up a little bit here. And then the second line, wingers at least, these guys are doing okay. Should be around 50 points for them, which would be great. Tanner Pearson doing pretty well on that fourth line. And yeah, like I said, like third line, Nemesnikov, Nino, and Iafallo, all minus. So we would love to get some help defensively there. But let's have a look quickly. I'll do a more in-depth dive in the next video when we actually get into the trade deadline. But we've got a few minutes here before we get too long. So let's just have a quick peek at if anyone is available that is kind of in that realm of what we're looking for. Looking for centers. So Ryan Strome, potentially, but he's a bit low. He's kind of the same kind of player as Lowry, so probably not. Nothing from the Bruins there. Sabres, no. Flames, no. Canes, no. Blackhawks, no. Avs, no. Columbus, no. No. Nashville, no. Jersey, no. So it doesn't look like there is much out there. We may need to look at doing a bit of a deeper dive, checking out, who are like top centers on bad teams that might not be on the trade block, but in real life they would be willing to sell, because it's really just Ryan Strome, who's okay, but I would like someone who can shoot, because Nyquist and Perfetti are both playmakers, so I would like a sniper. So I think in the next video we'll go through, do the player search, take a good hard look at someone we can acquire for 2C, and then we'll get into the trade deadline and finish the regular season. So look forward to that in the next video. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.